Howdy mates, good morning. I'm over at Clifton Gorge State Nature Preserve once again, because you know I just love this place dearly. But one of the main reasons I came here is to hunt for more spring wildflowers. Since you figure now we're getting into mid-April, we're starting to get kind of into the peak part of spring. You could say spring has now been around for about 3 or so weeks. So there's been time for many wildflowers to bloom. But I want to focus upon two specific wildflowers in this video. So without further ado, I want to get into it. Alright, you see this right here? What do you guys think this is? If you thought that it's a Snow Trillium, you would be correct. What's fascinating about the Snow Trillium is that it's actually considered a very rare flower in the United States. It only exists in 16 states now, including Ohio. And it's commonly named Trillium because it has 3 distinct petals associated with the flower. It has like a very white appearance, hence giving it that snow name to it. And as a matter of fact, they can only grow in soils that are calcareous and in a wooded habitat, which is, as a matter of fact, very befitting. Because you figure, with us being right next to the dolomite, which is known to be very calcareous in nature, those are the proper conditions for these to survive. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah. And not only that, but it's also one of the earliest flowers to bloom as well. I tried catching these about a couple weeks ago, but we never had a chance to stumble upon them. So it's quite an honor to be able to see these at last. And these are actually our state flower, as a matter of fact. They help symbolize our state as well. But yeah, they are gorgeous, and they're also tubers too. So they kind of act like potatoes as well. That's how they grow. Okay, so moving on. We're going to look at the flower right next to it. So here, we've got ourselves the Large Flowered Bellwort. That's the name. And they're a smaller perennial herb. So these come back each year. Same thing as when I was mentioning the Snow Trillium. And what makes them unique is they have oblong leaves. So they have like a kind of a shape of a, I would say, kind of has the shape of a, and I'm just trying to imagine, like a shape of a vase. There we go. Yeah, like all these leaves have the shape of a vase, and then you'd think like the actual flower itself kind of reminds me of Rapunzel's hair dangling. That's the way I can remember it. That they always have that characteristic of drooping. They look like they're wilted, but I assure you, they're not. They are receiving plenty of water because, as I've mentioned, a lot of these soils around this part, and with us being next to the Little Miami River, these have plenty of moisture. So usually it doesn't get dry too often. And with the bonus, we actually did have a little bit of rain yesterday, so that also helps. But yeah, same thing, they favor calcareous soil, so you essentially would not really be able to find these in any other type of habitats. Yeah, the ants typically disperse their seeds, and they also receive pollination by smaller native bees as well. So alrighty. I thought I would share that with you guys. Hope you learned something. This is awesome. being able to find some more native wildflowers. This is fantastic. So hopefully we can stumble upon some more while we're down here. That's what makes Clifton Gorge unique, is it has so many varieties of wildflowers along these talus slopes. So that's why I love it here. So alrighty, hope you guys enjoy your Saturday, and Journey on a Journey is outwards. Take care, folks.